We've seen people drinking the holy water, but in this case, if you drink the holy water, you die. It's December 2008. A woman from Karnataka goes to a lodge and stays there for many days. The management people notices that her activities are not normal and feels something is not right. So they decide to check her room, and when they realize that she isn't there in the room, using a duplicate key, they decide to check her room. But the room was locked with another lock and they didn't have key for it. This made the lodge management doubt more on her, and they peeked through the window. They noticed another lady lying on the bed inside the closed room. It seemed like she was sleeping. They sensed something wasn't right, and they immediately informed the police about this. Once the police officers come, they try to wake the lady up by knocking and making some noise, but the lady does not respond. So they finally decided to break the lock, and once they did so, they found that the lady wasn't sleeping, but she was dead. They send the dead body for post-mortem, and parallelly they start searching all the nearby police station if there was any missing complaint filed on that lady. They find out that the lady's name was Nagalakshmi and she was missing from past 7 days. Before missing, she was wearing a lot of jewellery, but when they found her, they couldn't find any of it. So, police suspect that the other woman who was in that room may be responsible for it, and at the same time she arrives back to the lodge, but she sees the police officers outside the lodge and she escapes from there. Later, the post-mortem report is out, and the report says that Nagalakshmi has attained a natural death. Now the police are confused. They have no clue of what's happening. After a few days, near a bus stop, a woman is arrested as a suspect for this case, and police confirm that she was the other lady with Nagalakshmi. So, police take her into custody and starts inquiring her about Nagalakshmi's death, and the woman reveals her name was Mallika and she had killed 6 others including Nagalakshmi. Police are shocked to hear this because they were with India's first woman serial killer. Who is this Mallika? Why did she kill 6 other people? How did she manage to do that in such a way that even the doctors could not find anything during post-mortem as well? The psych thing is, I don't have 6 close friends, and this lady managed to kill 6 different people. Mallika was born in Mandya near Mysore. She got married to Ramesh and had 3 children. They were very poor, but Mallika always wanted to live a lavish life. Ramesh was just a tailor, so he could not give her the life she needed. She was close with everyone in her village, so without her husband's knowledge, she starts a chit fund and made her friends to deposit money in chit funds. After seeing so much money, she leaves her husband and runs away with the money. Knowing this, all the villagers ask her husband to give their money back. So, her husband didn't know what to do, and along with the kids, he shifts to another place. After running away from home, Mallika goes to a temple near Bangalore and tells the priest, saying that she was from a rich family and she was fed up with everything that had happened in her life, and tells the priest that she would like to do something good for the temple, and the priest blindly believes her. But in return, she asks to stay in the temple for a few days, and the priest agrees. She stays in the temple for a month. There, she notices that some of the people who come to the temple are in depression. She talks to them and tells them to do a puja for it, so that everything will be alright. She even tells them that she knows how to do that puja, and here she starts planning her first murder. At that time, a woman named Mamta tells her that she has everything in her life except peace of mind, and even her husband was a drunkard. Using this opportunity, Mallika tells her not to worry about it and tells her to wear all the jewels she had and after doing a puja with the holy water, she could solve all her problems. Mamata believes what Mallika tells, and she wears all her jewels and comes to the temple as well. She takes Mamata to her room and gives her the holy water to drink, and tells Mamata to leave all her jewels in the room so that she could take a holy dip in the temple pond before starting the puja. Mamata does the same what Mallika tells, but during her holy dip in the pond, she dies. Immediately, Mallika takes all the jewels and goes to a nearby town, rents a lodge and keeps the jewels there. Even the police couldn't suspect anyone in this situation and gives Mamata's body to her family members. After this incident, Mallika goes to another place and sells all the jewels in different shops and starts spending the money lavishly. Her greed didn't stop here. She wanted a rich life, so she decided to do the same thing again to make money. So she goes to another temple now and continues her routine, and this time she kills 3 women in the same way she did to Mamata. One advantage she had was all of them she killed were portrayed as natural death, and even the post-mortem report told the same. With the money she made from the jewels of 3 women, she goes to a relative house and gives them the money and tells to hide it safely. But there, she was arrested by the cops for the chit fund forgery she did earlier. After being in jail for a few months, she decided to follow her routine of making money. So, as a routine, she goes to a new town, takes a lodge and starts to search for nearby temple. The temple she chose is always crowded and had a holy pond in it. As usual, she talks to women who seem to be in depression and asks their problem and tells she knows a way to solve it by doing a puja. But this time, the temple she chose had no pond in it, so she changed her plan. As a part of a plan, she tells them to wear jewels, and this time she takes the women to their house itself, saying she should do the puja in their house, and gives them the holy water to drink. After drinking it, they fall unconscious. Again, with the jewels, she escapes and runs away to a different town. And her plan was quite successful because she had planned it so perfectly. At that time, in the new place, she killed Nagalakshmi in the lodge itself using the same trick. Forensic team and the doctors couldn't find any trace, and they finally decided to check the hotel room where Mallika was staying. There, they get the answer for it, and they again check Nagalakshmi's body completely. There, they find a very small amount of cyanide in her body. Cyanide acts as a slow poison when it's mixed in very small quantities. Mallika used to work at many places before leaving her house. Once, she worked as a helper to a goldsmith. Cyanide is used by goldsmith to clean up gold. There, she gets access to cyanide. And she had mixed a drop of cyanide into the holy water that she gave her victims. Small quantity of cyanide acts as a slow poison and presents the murder to be a natural one. From 1999 to 2007, she has killed more than 7 people, and all the body which was buried was checked again, and they found out traces of cyanide from it. Police officers were shocked seeing how cunningly she had planned and worked out the murder. Police named Mallika as Cyanide Mallika. With all the proofs, court orders death sentence to Mallika in 2010. Just to lead a lavish life, she has killed many, and police says that she is the first woman serial killer from India. She was the first woman to get death sentence from Karnataka, but in 2012, death sentence was changed to life imprisonment.